even done anything yet.
You there? Want to earn some coin and confound them? Happened to spot a certain thief scamper up the wall behind me to escape that Lion Guard captain. Of course you did. A skeever can always sniff out another skeever. If you're in the business of risk and reward, I've got a proposition for you. Yep, skeever. As in a sharp cutter with a nose for opportunity. That thief was Quen. She needs help with a caper. Preferably from a stranger in town. Someone not concerned about breaking a few of the king's laws. You interested? First, throw that Lion Guard off Quen's trail. Then go talk to her about the caper. It involves a rare and valuable item in a rich lord's estate. Naturally, you'll get a cut. But she plans to use it to form the local gangs into a new thieves' guild. One step at a time. Get rid of Captain Sansone over there. Tell him you saw the thief he was chasing head out of town. Then go meet up with Quen at the Rosy Lion Inn. Tell her Nevo sent you, and she'll fill you in on what comes next. A friend. If that's true, she'll be pleased to see you. As far as the details, it's not my story to tell. Ask Quen. She hired me to find her some qualified outside talent to work with. I'd say you fit the bill, Cutter. She's new in town. Arrived on a ship from Abba's Landing a few weeks back. I hear she's high up in the Thieves Guild there, and came to lend our local gangs a hand.
You there? Did you see a dark-haired high elf woman run by? She's a dangerous fugitive and must be apprehended. I'm tracking Queneth, a thief from Abba's Landing. Also goes by the name of Quen. King Casimir issued a royal warrant for her arrest, for crimes against the kingdom and the Covenant. That's enough for me. Quickly now, which way did she go? Don't waste my time with nonsense. This is no joking matter. She must have headed for the city gate. Quen knows I'm after her. She'll flee Daggerfall by the quickest route to avoid my justice. Out of the way. She can't be far. I'll get her this time.
Well done, Cutter. Quen's waiting at the Rosy Lion.
If you have anything
So get
suspicious
moving.
to report.
Certainly. I married one.
If your information's correct, we have to move quickly.
Did you hear what happened at
I
Dellen's Mill?
agree. The
At least there
leaders
was
of the
some
three
survivors.
gangs need to see some results, or this guild idea of yours will be finished before it starts.
Now this is a surprise. What in the world are you doing in Daggerfall? I have so much to tell you, which should probably wait since I'm a little busy at the moment, but I definitely want to catch up later. You got rid of the captain? Impressive. And Nevo has an excellent sense of timing. Basil here just told me our Mark plans to sell the object of our attention, so we need to move fast. How do you feel about breaking into Iveria's estate? A rather old book, the Codex Vornet. It's said to hold the secret of Sage Vornet's legendary repository, the Nowhere Vault. Lord Iveri recently acquired the tome and keeps it locked in his strong room. I want to get my hands on that book. Can't get the one without the other. But it's not for me. It's unite the thieves of Daggerfall. They've been forced together by the threat of a powerful cartel. But bickering and distrust holds them back. The Nowhere Vault can change that. Go upstairs and retrieve the estate map left for me in a jewelry box. I'd go myself, but someone rented the room. And thanks to Sansone, the less attention I draw right now, the better. Then meet me at Iveri Estate, on the north side of the city. That's It's a good question. The Lion Guard generally leaves thieves like me to the city guards, but Captain Sansone is relentless. Apparently he received a warrant for my arrest for crimes against the realm.
Gwen's gone on a good luck at the estate. Sage Vornet's codex could lead to riches beyond imagining. Not just wealth, but knowledge, magic, power. Pulling off such a heist is just the thing to get our three disparate gangs to realize the value of working together. I've always been fascinated with the stories about Sage Vornet. He's a true Breton hero. I became particularly intrigued with the tales of his vault, and the book that described its secrets and how to access them. The Codex Vornet. Lord Avery collects rare Breton manuscripts and other items of historical importance. He acquired the Codex and offered it for sale. I made a bid, but he rescinded the offer. Then I learned he plans to sell it to someone else this very day.
Could have killed the lout.
Over here! This... You got the map? It's amazing what a few coins slipped to the right servant can buy. Let's have a look. Ah, the larder. That's our way in. And hopefully the first step in bringing Daggerfall's gangs together as a proper thieves guild. Celine Menant controls House Menant. Her people are burglars and swindlers. Edwayne's street hawks consist of footpads and pickpockets working the streets of Daggerfall, while Abrazier's roadsworn conduct highway robberies of caravans and travelers. That's still an open question. Basil, who ran House Menant before turning it over to his daughter, petitioned my guild for assistance. The three gangs are trying to resist the more aggressive Caldane cartel, but the leaders don't get along. That's my plan in a nutshell. Now pick the lock while I keep watch. Then we sneak to the larder door on the south corner of the house and slip inside. Lord Avery keeps his rarest tomes in the house's strong room. That's where we'll find the Codex. Don't forget the part where we slip away with no one the wiser. Avoid bloodshed and don't draw attention to yourself. We don't want the city guard or Captain Sansone looking to pin a murder on me when we're done here. Good going. Now let's get in there. Meet you at the larder door. Just avoid the sentries. We don't want to kill anyone. Who locks a servant's door anyway? Never mind, I've got it. So far, so good. Let's find ourselves a codex. Excellent. No servants in sight. Time to... Wait! Get down!
Bridget says the Major Domo has one key to the strong room. The other's in Iveri's nightstand.
I'll get it. His room's in the North Hall, right? Any valuables I pass along the way, I'm helping myself.
Whatever. Bridget said what's in the strong room is all that matters. So let's get that key.
Coldane cartel thugs? What are they doing here? We need to rethink things. I wasn't expecting to find the Coldane cartel prowling the estate. Oh, Basil said Lord Iveri had a new buyer, but I didn't think it would be these ruffians. I can't believe they're after the Codex too. One and the same. They claim to be a mercantile guild, but they're just violent thugs bent on dominating High Rock's criminal underworld. The thieves we're helping are the only ones still willing to stand up to the cartel. Doesn't matter. They're after the keys to the strong room. We need to get them first. I'll find the Major Domo's key. You get the one in the Lord's bedchamber. We'll meet at the strong room, which the map indicates is upstairs by the banquet hall. Careful, you shouldn't go dropping the L word into casual conversation. Could give a person the wrong idea. I'd like to avoid a fight if at all possible. Still, if worse comes to worst, do what you need to do. Get the key from the bedchamber, then meet me by the banquet hall upstairs.
Mother Mara, I hope my husband knows what he's doing. Kuldain's brutes are simply awful.
Not here, you don't!
There you are. Come on, it's this way. Two locks. Clever. We need to turn our key. As the Bretons say, voila, we're in. Look for the codex, and anything else that catches your eye. I want to make sure that's all we need. Looks intriguing. Hang on to it so we can show Basil later. You found the codex? Great! That's everything. Let's talk. You found the Codex Vornet and an amulet? Huh. Prowler's Talisman. Name's engraved right on it. Not sure what this Prowler's Talisman does, but maybe Basil has some idea. I did find papers related to the Codex, though. An heirloom that's a key. Interesting. And why is Lord Iveri keeping it in the bank instead of this strong room? Looking at the Codex, I can't read a word of it. I hope Basil can help us decipher it. Lord Iveri couldn't read a word of the Codex either. In the notes I found, he speculated that it's magically encrypted. He planned to ask the Mages Guild about some new research that might help decipher it. Time to go. Here, let me have the Codex. You did a good job staying out of sight, but those cartel thugs we saw could arrive at any moment. Let's take a different route out of the estate. The map shows a side passage leading from this room. We should be able to stay out of sight, but mind your step anyway. You may have noticed, Lord Iveri has several valuable pieces on display. Feel free to grab something on the way out. This way. I don't want those cartel thugs to find us here. Excellent. The passage should keep us hidden from...
I'll be damned if I'm going to give Coldane the Codex now. I'm done with your cartel.
Let's see what's going on.
Now, Lord of Fairy. The cartel's here to protect you. No need to get angry.
My estate is crawling with your thugs. Someone stole a key from my major domo. We're finished here.
No one walks away from a deal with Gavin Coldane and lives, my lord.
The cartel's not playing around. Time for us to leave. Meet me at the Thieves' Den in the Daggerfall Outlaws Refuge. Oh, I can't leave this. But we need to go. Grab anything not bolted down and run for it, before they catch us.
Bridget said no Every survivors. Kill them all.
Where it don't belong, sneak. The cartel will see to that.
That was an exit. Quen said you might come this way. Keep going, Cutter. I'll make sure you aren't followed. Quen's waiting for you back at the Thieves' Den. You'll find it in the Outlaws' Refuge. If you don't know your way around Daggerfall, there's an entrance just outside the city's east gate. Quen asked me to watch the estate. Make sure you made a clean escape and misdirect any pursuit away from the Thieves' Den. You'll be happy to know you're halfway to Rivenspire already. What was all that racket inside? The cartel? Those thugs are nothing but trouble. How much you want to wager they're already blaming some bloody hunted housebreakers for the Lord's death? Get to the thieves' den, and stay out of sight. I'll cover your tracks.
I don't feel so well.
Codex for Net. I knew Father's inquiries would pay off.
All I see are pages covered in gibberish. What good is a book we can't read?
Edwayne's using his head for once. Old stories don't fill my coin purse. We need to take down the cartel.
I'm telling you, this changes everything. Ah, Gwen's accomplice is back. Might I have a word? Ah, Gwen's new acquisition. You've been in places you were not supposed to go. And you've seen some things you were not supposed to see. All the hallmarks of a perfect thief. A simple precaution, you must understand. As I only just met you, and I'm still evaluating Gwen, it only seemed prudent. Now that I'm retired, I do my best to find ways to be useful. Not much more than you already picked up. It won't take the cartel long to figure out that someone got away with the Codex for Net while they were settling things with Lord Iveri. Now, Gwen says you found an amulet. May I see it? Why, this is the Prowler's Talisman. There's a story about a thief who found this in the Nowhere Vault, but what became of it remained a mystery. Well, until now. Hang on to it, friend. It could prove useful, if the stories are to be believed. It's said to aid thieves in some way, and that it can be made more powerful. I know someone who specializes in such trinkets. I'll send for them, and they can tell us more. I have no idea how Iveri got his hands on it, but it's yours now.
Well, we've got the Codex. If we can figure out how to use it. Let's talk, partner. Welcome to our Thieves' Den, partner. I filled the Daggerfall gang leaders in on our work at the estate, and the trouble with the Coldane cartel. As expected, none of us are happy to learn that they're interested in the Codex too. Indeed, good thieves, all of them. But they still don't completely trust each other, and they aren't totally sure about me. I'll introduce you to them soon enough. What happened after we split up? That's not what I intended. I figured our best chance to escape was for each of us to find our own way out. It's easier to hide one person than two. As for a connection... Look, I need to stay focused here. Did the cartel give you much trouble? After the cartel murdered Lord Iveri, it was clear they weren't going to be reasonable. I doubt they gave you a choice, but that's the life of a thief. Sometimes the unexpected gets in the way of the best plans. Were you able to grab any loot? Excellent! That should help confuse anyone trying to determine our true objective at the estate. Give me what you got, and I'll deal with the fence. Don't worry, you'll get your cut. This partnership is off to a great start. Exactly! You and me, two outsiders, working to turn 3 rival gangs into a proper thieves guild? Retrieving the codex... The threat of the Coldane cartel forced the Daggerfall gangs together, but it's a brittle alliance. To convince them to form a proper thieves guild, we stole the Codex Vornet. But before we can see where it leads, we have a puzzle to solve. 3 puzzles, in fact. What research did Lord Iveri want from the Mages Guild? Is that our only way to decipher the Codex? And how does the key stored in the Bank of Daggerfall fit in? Add to that the Coldane cartel, and it's a lot to deal with. Talk to the gang leaders, Celine, Edwayne, and Abrasia. Engage them with tasks to invest them in our puzzles. They don't trust each other, and they don't trust me. But you're new. Iveri Estate showed me you have potential. What do you say? To find the Nowhere Vault, we need to decipher the Codex. So, get Edwayne to help with the Mages Guild, Celine to assist at the bank, and Abrasia to figure out the cartel's role in all this. Also, I brought in job brokers, in case you want more to do. I leave that to you. Abrasia can be impatient, so I wouldn't keep her waiting too long. On the other hand, we don't know much about the research Lord Iveri wanted from the Mages Guild. It could be another book, or a visiting scholar about to leave. Things can sit in a bank forever. Still, Lord Iveri's heirs now own this key or heirloom he left in the bank. If the Coldane cartel gets to them, we might lose it. All 3 jobs seem urgent to me, so pick one to start and do your best. They don't agree on anything. Oh, Edwayne and Celine agree Abrasia.
So, you got into it with the Coldane cartel? Huh, about time somebody did. They're going to kill us all if we don't do something about them. Which is the only reason I'm even talking to the Menants and the Street Hawks. What happened on Quinn's job? Obviously, they somehow got word we were after the Nowhere Vault and decided to swoop in. But Quinn's right. We need more information. And I know where to begin. The Red Rook bandits at Illisan Tower. We can dig up some answers there. The Red Rooks work for the cartel. Besides, Coldane hides his criminal activity so the cartel appears legitimate. Mercenaries and vassal gangs do all the dirty work. Around Daggerfall, that's the Red Rooks and their chief Dremic. My road sworn have taken the brunt of the cartel's abuse, and some of them are former Red Rooks. Coldane sends written orders to Dremic, so we go pay him a visit. Or, meet me in the dungeon under the tower if you have something else to do first.
I couldn't help over here. It's one of my talents. I'm not sure if I'll ever see eye to eye with the Menants or the Roadsworn, but that's not on you. I am interested in what Quinn was saying about research from the Mages Guild, though. Well, that certainly goes along with some information that recently came to my attention. I got word that a Telvanni emissary arrived in Daggerfall with papers to add to the Guild's archives. Papers about Sage Burnett. Intriguing, isn't it? Hasn't Quinn told you? I have friends all over this town. No one looks twice at beggars or street sweepers, yet they see and hear everything. And mages do like to talk. But stealing from the Mages Guild Hall can be tricky. They have magic, you know. Simple. We pickpocket it. It's easier to lift a parcel from whoever's carrying it before Master Gaillard locks it up in the archives. Let me know when you're ready, or if there's something you need to do first. I'll meet you at the Mages Guild.
Quinn's onto something, daughter. The Nowhere Vault is exactly
Quinn's partner. Truly a pleasure. I understand you already met my father, Basil. Is there something I or House Menant can help you with? Indeed. One wonders if Lord Iveri sent this key to the bank specifically so the Coldane cartel wouldn't find it in his manor when they came to call. If so, we should stroll over and retrieve it. You can go anywhere you like if you appear to belong there, and perhaps arrange a distraction. A keen ear for gossip, some light words, or a little kindness to the right people can take you far. Of course, somnol powder helps. Here, a packet of somnol powder. Toss it near an inconvenient guard or nosy witness, and they briefly fall asleep on their feet. Very useful for slipping by someone without fuss or bloodshed. Do you want me to give you a dummy? See the dummy there? Try tossing the powder at its feet. Go ahead, toss the powder at the dummy. Excellent! I'd say you've got the hang of it. As you can see, throwing a packet of somnol powder is easier than tossing a dagger, and far less bloody. No permanent injuries. We may find it useful for our work at the bank today. Certainly. You'll learn to determine when somnol powder will be useful. I hear vendors in the Thieves' Den plan to sell it soon, but I'll replenish your stock as needed when we meet at the bank. Remember, we want to avoid regrettable occurrences, The best way is to stage a distraction, of course. Excellent. Off to work then. We will see you at the bank.
I fear the criminal Gwyneth remains at large, Lady Celine. But you can be sure I will find her. Good day.
Captain Sansone is very determined. Oh, over here, my dear. Gwen's going to lead the law to our doorstep if she's not careful. Well, let's get to work. I chatted with the manager. Lord Ivery's key is in the vault below, while his debt bond contracts are in 2 safe boxes upstairs. We should retrieve both. We came here to get that key, assuming it has some connection to the Codex. But I think we should retrieve those debt bond contracts first. I leave that to you. My father and I will provide a distraction. Here, lockpicks for the safe boxes. To hold someone's debt puts you in a powerful position. Ivery's contract could blackmail or ruin a lot of people. I don't want the Coldane cartel to claim them. While you get the contracts, I'll see about getting us into the vault. I know of a hidden access in a disused passage below. Which reminds me, you need to avoid violence. Use the somnol powder I gave you if you run into trouble. Retrieve the contracts, then meet me downstairs. Now, be ready to make... Oh, Eliza! First that horrible tragedy at Ivery Estate, and now a criminal at large?
It's terrible. I'm glad Captain Sansone is looking into it personally.
Indeed. I have the utmost confidence in the Lion Guard.
The captain is... Oh,
Oh no. Father!
Halt, intruder!
Basil, let's get you some fresh air.
You don't belong here.
There you are. Let me open this locking mechanism. Almost got it. Ah! There's a spring I need to hold open. There. Get the key. And oh... Sorry, I had to let the door close behind you. Look around. Lordy Berry's key should stand out.
Celine! Celine, my dear, are you down here? I think some fresh air has your father feeling much better. Coming!
Find the key, then leave by the side passage. It leads to the city wall. I must go. Did I forget to mention that secret exit? Never... Isn't Father a wonderful actor? Just goes to prove that the simplest diversions work best. I assume you retrieved Lord Iveri's key and the debt bond contracts? A rather curious-looking key. What door does it open? Perhaps the answer lies in the Codex Fornet, provided we can ever read it. Now, I confess I left both tasks in your hands to gauge your skill for myself. Did you run into any trouble? Well done. I know a job never goes perfectly, but thieves do better when they leave mysteries instead of bounties in their wake. Let the authorities wonder how it was done. As Quen touched on that, my father will take...
Your reign of evil ends here, malefactor. Pay your bounty or suffer the consequences. Ask and it shall be given. You are free to go.
Stay out of trouble.
Right here, friend. I've been waiting for you. This might be tricky. There are a lot of people around, and the city guards are on edge. Not sure. That's why we need to eavesdrop and find out who's carrying the notes. Pickpocketing requires observation and patience. I'll pull you out if things go awry, but I'm going to let you take the lead. I want to see how you handle it. Let's just take things one step at a time. First, we use distractions to maneuver those two mages over there into a place where we can listen in without them noticing. Think of it as staging a play. We need to place the actors so the scene goes just the way we want it to. Our tools are distraction and misdirection. First, we move that small crowd there. That's a job for Carso. I expect our mages to naturally distance themselves from the crowd, but we don't want them to go too far. We'll use those shiny coins to keep them from continuing down the street, and then I'll nudge them into just the right spot. Be my guest. If you can walk up on the two of them in the open like that, you're a better thief than I am. Otherwise, there's a basket by the tree up the path. Let's... too many people around. But Carso can distract them.
I'm glad I ran into you. What are you wearing to the party?
Oh, hey there, fellow. You want to play?
Maybe I could keep him. What a cute little dog.
See? Crowds love a merry dog. Sorry about that. My friend here is drunk. My sincerest apologies.
Next time I'm tying it around my neck.
If that drunkard obstructs the street, our mages should hesitate. Toss a few... Good. People avoid others making fools of themselves.
Now that's a lot of coin. Someone ought to pick it up.
All right, I'm on my way. Get into position. I don't feel so good. Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Let's find somewhere more private to speak.
Why is your mysterious patron interested in Sage Vornet anyway?
I never got the chance to ask. Lord Every was murdered during a burglary.
That's terrible. And ironic. The papers were sitting in a guild library for ages.
Rosen will find a place for them in our repository.
Did you find... I couldn't quite... Head down.
What is it?
Oh dear, I'm always misplacing things.
You're back. Are we done here? No cries. No clue what this arcane dissertation is supposed to tell us about Quen's book, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, looks like we got what we came for. I admit, I wasn't sure about you. Nice work. Maybe not that amazing, friend. Did you forget the part where I stepped in to help? You're going to need some more practice before I feel comfortable taking you on a sensitive job again. Yeah, I'll take these notes back. That's simple. Good boy, Carso. Good boy. Now run home and stay out of trouble.
You made it. Let's talk about the plan. Welcome to Illisan Tower's dungeon. If someone tried to stab you on the way in, that's normal. This place has been a Red Rook hideout for as long as anyone can remember. I've had a scrap or two here myself. Ready to cause some trouble? This door leads to the lower dungeon. We go in and make our way to Dremic's quarters. Up some stairs in the eastern passage. Grab any cartel correspondence we find. Gavin Kuldane loves telling pissants like Dremic what to do, in writing. Here, I wrote some fake notes for Dremic's Red Rook rivals. Hints of mutiny to sow a little chaos. Plant these in likely spots. I could do it myself, but I'm giving you a chance to impress me. And I expect you to move fast. On jobs like this, the goal is to grab as much loot, or in this case, plant as many notes as possible before people catch on. Each time someone spots you, time gets shorter. So don't get spotted, outlaw. Here's your test. Time's running out. You don't fail if you take too long, but I'll be disappointed.
I bet the ears of a fox. No one sneaks up on me.
Didn't listen about the spy trap.
Dremic! You're the best the Red Rook's got? Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. That's it. Grab the correspondence and meet me outside. That note should start some trouble. 2 more to go.
I bet the ears of a fox. No one sneaks up on me.
One more note to plant. Don't disappoint me now. Those notes ought to ruffle some feathers. Let's go. Meet me outside the city gate. love the sound of a ruckus behind me. Always makes me smile. Not? Ah, damn it. The cartel was a problem before, but this puts us in direct competition. Ha ha. I was going to say you did pretty good, at least until you decided to be a wise arse. It isn't easy to be both fast and stealthy, but there's nothing like the thrill of a job well. You did. And you made it through working with all three of us? Some days I can barely work with myself. Guess you'd better go report back to... Go on ahead. I want to watch for a bit. The Coldane cartel is a problem. We need to hit them first.
I'm not going to get Street Hawks killed because you want to fight.
We're a step ahead of Coldane. Why engage when we can just let him chase us?
And hope the cartel goes away? That's as useless as fighting.
Quarreling is getting us nowhere. Ah, our friend's back. I need a word, partner. Despite the argument you just witnessed, the gang leaders were impressed with your work out there. So far, you show all the signs of being an exemplary thief. We're lucky to have you. Now, I want your perspective. How did things... Celine was very proud of what happened at the bank. I have an idea about that key, but what you and Abrasia uncovered at Illisan Tower, we need to talk to that Lion Guard prisoner. What about the research from the Mages Guild? It will take some time for me to go over the notes with Basil. He's the closest thing we have to an expert on Librarian Hennard and Sage Vornet. Hopefully, though, what we need is in that research. Basil says that everything he's ever heard or read about the Nowhere Vault is that it requires special keys to open. Nowhere keys. I think this may be one of them. Hopefully, the Codex can tell us more. Now, one more thing, but we can't talk here. Let's step outside for a moment so we can speak privately, partner. The next chamber should do. We'll continue this there. There you are. We made progress with the puzzles we set out to solve, and that's good. But you engaged all three gang leaders to work toward a common goal. And better yet, you won their trust with your skill and discretion. You did everything I asked and more. But I'm still worried. The Coldane cartel is not only seeking to take control of the Glenumbra. It's clear we need more information about Librarian. We won't be here to aid. Three gang leaders are in them.
Someone knows more about the Nowhere Key. We can make inquiries.
And announce to the world that we have it?
So, use the key to draw out Coldane. He's the real problem.
Listen, it's the librarian that's important. Oh, curse it all. Friend, a word? The gang leaders. my daughter included, refuse to see the obvious, and it's infuriating. Librarian Hennard was the foremost scholar of his day on Sage Fournet. Anyone chasing the Nowhere Vault as long as I have knows that. Oh, a couple of 100 years ago, give or take. But that single journal from the Mages Guild is only a fraction of Hennard's work. I think there's more to be found in his old home, Dresden Keep. You've been in the ruins? But what about the hidden library beneath them? I've seen mention of it in ancient papers. If Hennard concealed anything about Sage Fournet, it would be there. No one listens to me. But if you bring the idea to Quen...
We're arguing in circles. Let's pause and take stock, partner. We have a key, but no idea where to find its lock, a codex we can't read, enemies who want us out of the way, and a distinct shortage of real plans on what to do next. If you have a suggestion, partner, we'd all love to hear it. A hidden library? It could contain more of Librarian Hennard's research into Sage Fournet. I'd like to know what else he recorded about the Nowhere Vault, or the Codex Fournet. Of course, we'll have to overcome one major obstacle. Finding something that's been hidden in a ruined keep since who knows when won't be simple. I think I'll tag along, and Abrasia too, if she's willing. That leaves the question of the cartel prisoner at Lion Guard Redoubt. Good. Edwayne and Celine can assist you there, but you should take the lead in questioning the cartel prisoner. This Cogwyn might be more willing to talk if he's approached by someone he doesn't know. Celine, Edwayne, Abrasia, what do you say?
A sound plan. Happy to do my part.
I generally try to avoid prisons, but I suppose I can make an exception.
All right. If you both agree, I do too.
And I can speak with some contacts of mine about Nowhere keys while the rest of you are busy.
I know my father put the idea of Dresden Keep in your head. I've heard him mention Hennard's writings on the legend of Sage Fournet on more than one occasion. I rather wish I were going to the Keep with you, my dear. I don't? Thank you. But I do love a good puzzle, and the mystery of a secret library is exactly the sort of treasure-hunting puzzle I delight in. Still, Edwayne will need me. Dealing with the Lion Guard will require deception. To help you? Certainly. We might not have much in common, but the Coldane cartel threatens House Menant as well as Edwayne's Streethawks. The very point of forming a guild is for thieves to combine forces and work together to solve shared problems.
Very clever, friend. I'm not sure if that was your plan, Quen's plan, or Basil's plan, but you laid it out well. Having us work together on different tasks gives us less opportunity to snipe at each other. Plus, I'll get to demonstrate my skills. Of course. Oh, Abrasia's tough and Celine's smart, but I grew up on the streets of Daggerfall. I've been thieving since the day I was born. No one beats me to a prize, and I'm not about to let the other gang leaders outdo me now. I have some doubts. If Cogwin's stupid, he won't know anything useful. If he's smart, he won't want to betray Gavin Coldane. And there's the question of how we get to him while he's in a Lion Guard cell. Hope you're up for a challenge.
Finally. We might be wasting our time at Dress and Keep, but it's better than standing around talking until the sun goes down. At least this plan of yours means I'm not shackled to Edwayne or Celine. I do better on my own anyway. Have you seen the other gang leaders? They don't know what it's like to be hunted, hurt, alone. I learned from the hardest teacher of all, desperation. And I survived. I'll root around empty ruins all day long just to avoid this incessant arguing. People have been looking for the Nowhere Vault for ages. If Pennard knew anything, why didn't he go loot it? We find something, great. It's a feather in our caps. But I put my trust in a good steel blade, not dusty old books. We're not going to find something in Dress and Keep standing.
You've a hunger, friend. I smell it on you, but I know how to fill that void. You've a hunger, friend. I smell it on you, but I know how to fill that void.
over here, outlaw. I've been hard at work while you dawdled on the road.
I certainly didn't dawdle. Did you find anything?
Just a lot of ruins and cultists so far. No sign of a hidden library sitting out in plain sight, so I figured I'd better wait for the two of you. Besides, I wanted witnesses for when I find whatever it is we're looking for here. Not much above ground survived intact, but most old keeps like this have cellars and dungeons. My guess is, if your hidden library exists, it's somewhere under our feet. We should look for a way down. Huh, I'm not too fond of them myself. Why do you think I made you go first at Ilisan Tower? Still, we won't find anything standing here. Let's poke around the ruins and see if anything unusual jumps out at us. Lead the way, outlaw. Don't they ever learn?
Only fight if we must. I hoped we'd find stairs down, but any access ways in this tower were buried under rubble long ago.
The crypt entrance collapsed. We'll never get through that rubble. If they want to fight, let's
Battle
keep
over
going.
with swiftly! What about that old well? Let's take a look.
See anything down there? Jump in, and we'll follow. Probably.
That was a lot farther than I expected.
At least we landed in deep water. I expected we'd hit rocks. Lots of books here. This what we're looking for?
Maybe. Something about finding answers in the various ones.
Theory. All right. I'm looking.
No necessary here. Do you see any apartments?
Did you hear that? This gate just unlocked itself.
It can't be that simple.
I think there's something
Can
strange
it?
about this stone table.
Oh, are those book stands? Maybe it's got something to do with those books you found, partner.
It's definitely those Neferi books. But maybe the order matters. Wait, I think you got it. Is that a door?
Oh, this definitely looks promising.
If by promising you mean old and musty, sure, it's promising.
Intruder's going to try the Master's puzzles after all this time. No, mustn't talk to them in Zyax, no. Must not become distracted, no.
We should look...
Mustn't talk to strange mortals, no. But it has been such a long time since Zyax talked to anybody. Who are you? Why are you here? No, Zyax did not say that. He does not want to know. Zyax is bound to the service of the great mage Henard. No, he is not. He admits no such thing. The items preserved here are for the Mages Guild alone. Master Henard told Zyax so. What does the strange mortal want? The strange mortal comes from the Mages Guild? Is it possible? Zyax has so much to show you. Master Henard preserved his writings and relics for you. But enemies attacked the keep, and Zyax had to shut the door to wait for you. Three puzzles wait in this chamber. The strange mortal must solve them. Master Henard wanted to be sure that only a worthy mage gained his treasures. Choose potions and mix them in the goblet. Something will be revealed when you drink. But heed Sage Vornit's words. Choose potions and mix them in the goblet. Something will be revealed when you drink. But heed Sage Vornit's words.
Your eyes are glowing. What do you see? The Thieves' Moon. Of all the treasure in Sage Vornet's vault, that's got to be the goal of our heist.
The statue hears nothing you say, but it observes everything you do.
Huh. I think that's a statue of Sage Vornet. I have an idea if you need help. Never liked statues. I feel like they're... Well, Wonderful. I didn't think you'd really do it. That... Good question. If you could... Slow swaying and sweet nothings aren't my style. I'll show you what I like later. Maybe. We still have work to do here. Huh. What if... That was it.
I greet you, scholar. All the knowledge I amassed now resides within my vault. And many other treasures, too. My vault is not within this world, but the door can be summoned with my nowhere keys. In my codex, you will find the place and the rite.
A message from Vornet? It sounds like to reach his vault, we need to use the nowhere key to summon the door. Somehow.
Master Hinan spies his thieves, and anyone so skilled at lockpicking must be a thief.
A chest? Protected by some devious lock, no doubt. I don't understand. How does this test know if we toil for a just cause, or what's fair?
You picked that lock, I saw it. There must be a trick. Opened, but you failed. Unless that was it. You needed to fail to pass the test. Great, more puzzles. Guess we'll have to figure this out now.
This lens is exactly what we need to decipher the Codex Vornet.
Done here?
I think so. Let's see on our... Wait, what's that?
The thieves are already here! Get them!
The cartel. They must have followed us. I like a good fight as much as the next outlaw. When I start them. Let's talk. Cartel. They must have followed us. I like a good fight as much as the next outlaw. When I start them. We've got... You'd better...
Go on, partner. Get to the Lion Guard fort. Abrasia and I will wait for you in the thieves' den.
Over here, friend. I've been waiting for you. I hope the undead around here didn't give you any trouble. Celine's here. She went to look around. I assume she'll be back soon, but I'm not sure we should wait. We need to get in, talk to Cogwin, and pocket anything else that might help us against the cartel. Lion Guard are knights and soldiers, not city guards. Be careful if you've got a bounty on your head. Otherwise, you can go anywhere except the dungeon below the old tower. It's restricted. That's the question. I overheard some knights talking. Apparently, Captain Sansone has commandeered the place for his special investigation. I wasn't aware that Sansone was investigating both Quen and the cartel. So, not right now. He's off investigating, I guess. We need to get past the knights at the door to reach Cogwin. Distract them, maybe, or talk our way inside. We don't want to fight a camp full of soldiers. Take this somnol powder if you need it.
That's not a bad plan, my dears. But I have a better one. I'm sure Edwayne explained our challenge with getting into the camp's restricted tower. But the wonderful thing about soldiers is they expect everyone to be in uniform. If we dress the part, we should have no trouble. You'll need to do what I did. Steal one. Look for chests or trunks around the encampment, but try not to get caught. I am confident that if we are disguised as Lion Guard soldiers, we can avoid any nasty occurrences, including unnecessary violence.
Playing dress-up, Celine? You'll have a hard time explaining yourself when you get caught.
Nonsense. It's simply a matter of projecting confidence, dears.
The tower's ahead, just past the training dummies. Be careful of the guard.
See the big tent in the middle of the camp? That's where I found this uniform.
You there. Watch yourself.
Haven't seen you around the camp before, comrade. I'm not supposed... Well, if you're under cap...
Good timing, comrade. I need to visit the privy. Keep an eye on things until I get back.
No one expects anyone to break into a dungeon. But let's find Cogbin and get this over with. Lots of papers around here. Might be interesting. You should take a look.
Can a fellow just rot away in peace?
That must be who we're looking for. You question him. I'll keep watch.
You're not one of my regular captors. Did I scare off your Lieutenant, Lion Guard? Ooh, hurt her feelings, maybe? Ah, you're not one of Sansone's, are you? The Lion Guard doesn't know about any of that. All the captain wants is proof that Culdane's corrupt. Working with enemies of the crown. Whatever. Who are you, anyway? I don't think you understand my situation. If I set 1 foot out of this cell before Culdane arranges it, he'll know I talked. It ain't worth my life. A story about a magical book and fantastic treasure? Culdane thought Iveri was trying to renege on his debt. But he checked, and became convinced everything Iveri told him was true. He's gotta be furious at the thieves who stole that book. How should I know? I've been in this cell for days. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. A few years in the King's jail are a lot less scary than what Culdane will do to me if I spill his secrets. Now get lost. It back, of course. Culdane knows Basil Menand is interested in the Codex Vornet. He's already got people watching that old burglar. If he was behind the Iveri estate job, you can bet Culdane's going to teach him a lesson. Now, we done here?
Are we done here? It's time for us to be on our way. Nice work getting into this place. I decided to remain outside and keep watch. Perhaps misdirect anyone who looked like they might interrupt you, or at least warn you if I couldn't. Consider this your warning. There's a nosy Lion Guard lieutenant who started asking questions about strangers in camp and reports of pilfered uniforms. She'll work her way down here sooner or later. Did you learn anything important? What? That's terrible! We must warn my father at once. He planned to stop at a Menand hideout in a cave near Dellen's mill. I'm not sure we can reach him in time. Yet perhaps the Lion Guard could. The Lion Guard almost certainly has forces close to Dellen's mill, and they have magical means of sending word in emergencies. But we can't risk being delayed in long explanations here. What should we do? Thank you, my dear. Look for Lieutenant Renoir and tell her that Lord Menand is in...
Do what you must, friend. We'll meet you at the mill.
All seems to be in order.
Look for a cave south of the mill. We'll see you there.
I know you, hero. You helped the Lion Guard before. I'm glad to see you. Something strange is going on around this camp. Do you know anything about it? Lord Menant. Can't say I know him, but I know the Coldane cartel is trouble. What exactly do you expect me to do about this? Captain Sansone is in Daggerfall right now. He and his troops are probably not too far from the mill. I can have a message sent, but I'm not sure how I'm going to explain all this. All right, I'll help. I don't know what kind of skullduggery you've been up to, but the Lion Guard has been looking for a chance to catch the Coldane cartel involved in something more nefarious than smuggling. I hope this tip pays off.
Can anyone help?
Damn you, Coldane! This isn't over!
Father! We need to help him!
Feline, no! Wait for...
Scatter!
Hold on, Father! I'm here!
Ha! The lightning found you, didn't it? Enough! Rend, fang, and claw, my brothers!
Hold on, Father! I'm here!
Kill!
Enough!
To flank!
Ransom, fang, and claw!
Over here, friend.
Father!
I must tell you. Quickly, friend. The line guard's going to start asking questions at any moment. I found one. Another nowhere key. A noble from Camlorn had it in his collection. I was bringing it back to the thieves' den, but Coldane and his thugs ambushed me. They took the key. Then the Lion Guard showed up. I'll survive, friend. The King's Knight saved my life. Talk to their captain. Maybe he can help us against Coldane. Now, I need to speak with my daughter. Don't fret over me. It's not as bad as it looks.
Damn werewolves. Lieutenant Renoir sent word I'd find Coldane's thugs here, but I didn't expect werewolves. Or the hero who defeated Faulchu. I recognize you now. But taking up with thieves? Are you the one who alerted us to this situation? I'm sorry we didn't arrive in time to stop Coldane from robbing Lord Menant. Thought he'd killed him for a moment there. It's been a bad few days for Daggerfall nobles. First Iveri murdered, now this attack on Menant. How are you involved? I won't ask how you know that, but I'm inclined to believe you. Still, I'm not stupid. I know perfectly well the Menants are not your typical aristocrats. And I saw Edwayne the Hawk here. You and your associates are criminals. That is a fair point. You saw what we're up against. Coldane and his cartel are a threat to the realm. They've got a stranglehold on every merchant or guild in High Rock, and they'll kill anyone in their way. They're the problem, not you. The Lion Guard working with thieves? I don't know. We can handle Coldane and his thugs, werewolves or not. But we lack information. If your people were willing to help us... As a token of good faith, I'll take care of any bounty on your head.
You should return to the Thieves' Den. We need to tell Abrasia and Quen what happened here as soon as possible. I'll look after my father. He's unconscious, but I think we got here in time. Still, I fear his recovery will not be an easy one. Father will not be back on his feet anytime soon, so we must carry on without him. Indeed. Finding the Nowhere Vault is my father's lifelong dream. We cannot let Gavin Coldane beat us to it now. Be on your way, dear. My father and I will join you in the den just as soon as I can properly tend to his wounds.
I've a fine selection to choose from.
you, Edwayne. I can't believe what the Coldane Cartel did. Poor Basil.
I warned you. Oh, hey, Alva. If you found anything, place it on the table.
I hope this was all worth it. Let's talk about what we've learned, partner. I can't bear the thought of how close we came to losing Basil today. But his dream of finding the Nowhere Vault is finally within reach. We have the Codex Vornet, and with Hennard's lens, we can actually read it. It's rather dense, and even with the lens, it's slow going. There are definitely references to the Nowhere Vault, the Nowhere Keys, and the Thieves' Moon. I'm still trying to make sense of it all, but I want to know what you're thinking, partner. The same Captain Sansone who's hounded my steps throughout Glenumbra? I think we have enough troubles already without asking the Lion Guard to toss us in their dungeons. Besides, why would Sansone help us? I certainly am. Still, the enemy of my enemy might be my friend. I'll need to think about that. At least our gang leaders have started to work together, to cooperate. Maybe there's hope for this new Thieves Guild yet. That remains to be seen. We haven't found the...
Elaine? Basil? You're back.
Father needs to rest. This seemed like the safest spot.
Let's talk over here, partner. I think I'm starting to like your notion of turning Captain Sansone from an enemy into an ally. Pitting the Lion Guard's swords against the Coldane Cartel's claws is an enticing proposition. We just need to get the others to accept the idea. The gang leaders can be a little hard-headed, that's for sure. But I encountered a situation like this before, back in Abar's Landing. A group of cutthroats constantly stole our jobs, kept beating us to ripe locations. Velsa came up with the perfect plan to get them out of our way for good. Best of all, we didn't have to bloody our blades. The Lion Guard presents a similar opportunity. I just need your help to convince the others. Talk to Edwayne, Celine, and Abrasia. They listen to you, whereas they always suspect me of having a hidden agenda. Let's set a trap for the Coldane Cartel. Offer them a target they can't resist. Not specifically, no. We can't take them down by force. Murder and violence isn't the Thieves Guild way. We're a velvet glove slipped into a purse, not an iron fist. So, we tempt them and let Captain Sansone and the Lion Guard do the heavy lifting. All I've got is an idea. Lay out bait, tip off Sansone, then wait for the cartel to come claim their prize so the Lion Guard can grab them. As for the details, talk to the others. Get them to weigh in. This needs to be their plan, not mine. That's where you come in. I trust you to convince them, to get them to finally start working together like a proper guild, like a team. I just hope Captain Sansone can raise enough soldiers to overcome Kuldane and his werewolves. It's no secret the Lion Guard is stretched thin. I assume Captain Sansone will do his best, but he might need the help of the three gangs to take out the cartel. Let's make sure Celine, Edwayne, and Abrasia see the value in this alliance. Talk to Celine first. After what happened to her father, she's going to be eager to strike out at the cartel. Get her on board with working, because he's...
There's really no... You've got Ravi.
It's time to figure out a way to end the threat of the Kuldane cartel once and for all. House Menant will go it alone if we have to, but Gavin Kuldane needs to pay for what he did to the cartel. They're literally monsters. Ferocious, deranged, murdering monsters! They're stronger than us, more numerous. As much as I want them to pay for what they did, you're right. We need more than skeevers and street rats. We need an army! You're suggesting we get the Lion Guard to do the job for us? That could work. But we need something to entice the cart. Trust him? Turning to the law isn't something that comes naturally to me. But you're right about Sansa. I haven't... nobody...
Not now, friend. If you're looking to buy or sell, see me at my shop or warehouse. I must catalog the rest of this shipment. Celine Menant. Favor? I thought we settled that little bit of business a long time ago. Look, I'm extremely busy. Tell my warehouse. And just what sort of swindle or scam is Celine planning this time? No, don't tell me. My while is worth a whole lot more than Celine can imagine. But I'm sure we can work something out. A guild, you say? That does present some profitable opportunities. Don't make me say it out loud. These docks have ears. All the information you need is in the note I left over there. Retrieve the note and follow the directions. They should be simple enough to understand for an associate of House Menant. I believe that such detail...
State your destination. I'll add you to... Safe travels to you.
Ah, Lady Celine's associate. Excellent. The profit I make from this will keep my creditors at bay. At least for a time. Here, the key to my warehouse. Tell Lady Celine our scales have been balanced. And I expect this new guild of...
Hey, partner. I've been looking for you. Glad I found you. I had to tell someone what I discovered about the Codex, but the thieves' den was empty. First, though, how's the plan coming together? Have you gotten any of the gang leaders to... A warehouse? That's perfect. Now we just need something to entice the cartel, and a way to slip the information. Didn't you tell me you helped the Lion Guard protect Glenumbra from werewolves and cultists? Plus, Sansone seems to trust you, and you already broached the subject. You're our best... Not yet. Captain said...
I suppose I could use another break.
I wondered if I would see you again. Once again, the Friend of Thieves calls upon the Lion Guard. To what do I owe the honor this time? I've been considering what such a course might look like. But the Coldane Cartel has wealth, power, and more than one magistrate on their payroll. I would need to catch them with their hand on the High King's coin purse to make an arrest stick. A tempting offer, but I still don't know if I can trust you. You know I carry a warrant for Queneth's arrest. I could just show up and take you all into custody. It would certainly be the more prudent course of action. Yes, Basil. And a criminal organization of murderous werewolves is certainly a much greater concern than a few gangs of pickpockets and street thieves. All right. Get me the information, and the Lion Guard will be there to apprehend the cartel. While I wait to learn the time and place of this trap, I'll assemble as many knights as the Lion Guard can spare. I may require the assistance of your thieves if the cartel proves as dangerous as I believe them to be. Do not make me regret this. Even so, if we enter into this partnership, we do so together. We're all going to have to bloody our swords to stop Coldane. If Queneth has no stomach for that, don't bother to send word to me. But if I hear from you, I expect you're all in.
Over here, friend. Quen said she'd be sending you to assist me. Quen mentioned you had something you wanted to talk to me about. Just so happens, the cookie I was on. We'll draw Quen and I.
Lady Virian's a Horker's ours!
That's it! Get them!
Rito, get her!
Hey, you. Be a pal, and set me and the others free.
At last, I'm free.
I can't believe it. Free!
That's it. You forced me to call the guard.
The guards will never bend.
Quiet, you damn dog! I have to come in there. I'm bringing my whip. That's it! There better be a reason for all that barking, or you're getting the whip! What? Who are you? Get out!
Here comes Carso and my friend now. You can trust them, Gordon.
Sorry I wasn't more forthcoming. But spying on the cartel for the Street Hawk?
I knew.
The cartel is putting its hand in the what now? Gwen told me I'd find you out here with Edwayne. Said you had something you wanted to discuss. Sounds perfect, right? Come on, we can't let this opportunity pass us by. Over here, outlaw. This is definitely a cartel enclave, but the lot of them are lazy and sloppy. They think they're untouchable, invincible. Well, by making the...
Dare invade cartel territory! I'll rip you to shreds! You dare invade cartel territory! I'll rip you to shreds!
All right, we're done here. Let's go. That was... It belongs more to the point.
What?
I'm ready whenever you give the word, Gwen.
Celine and Edwayne told me about the plan. We've got a location. This is the... That's excellent news. Yet, I've never been... Time to put the plan into motion. Thanks to Edwin's contact, we know... Renna will set the bait. You just need to make sure Bridget bites. Thanks to Edwin, that we sold...